Happy Monday, friends. So, as we know, on Mondays, we usually meet a new letter, but this week, what we're going to be doing is we're going to reviewing the letters that we have met for the past 2 weeks. So, the letters that we met the past 2 weeks were the letter N, it goes N, or, and the letter Q, which goes qua, 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 qua. So, N for N and for Q. All right, remember Mr. N? He made a lot of noise with his nose, and Mr. Q liked it when it was nice and quiet. Okay, so N and Q. So as we go over the letters, let's go ahead and let's review their little books, and then we'll write them in the air. Okay, so first, we met Mr. N, and Mr. N, with his noisy nose, wants to go over his letter N book with you, okay? So, here is his book. It says, My Letter N Book. My Letter N Book, and it's written by Mr. N. Okay, so let's see what the first word is. Nails. And look, I actually painted my nails this time around, so I have nail polish on my nails. Oh, that's upside down. Right here, she is pointing at her neck, so Mr. N is going to point at his neck. Neck. And what do you put on your neck? You put on a necklace, like I have on a necklace. What is this? Nest. This one is a needle. You use a needle when you are going to sew something. Needle. This one is a net. These are nickels. This is a picture when it's dark, so it is nighttime. Night. What number is this? This is the number 9. So let's count all the lightning bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. What number is that? 9. 9 starts with what letter? N. 9. This guy is a ninja. They are making a lot of noise. So we cover our ears whenever we hear a lot of noise, when the noise is just so loud. Noise. This is a, what is he pointing at? He's pointing at his nose. This is a notebook. I know when I was meeting with some of my friends, they would show me their notebooks. All of these are different numbers. Like number 9. 9 is a number. And here is the nurse. So these are the different N words from Mr. N's book. Say bye, Mr. N. All right, now we're going to scoot Mr. N over, and we're going to go ahead and bring up Mr. Q. Here's Mr. Q. Do you remember what sound Q makes? Quiet, right? So, for Mr. Q, we're going to bring out his book. Was his book very long? Now, his book was really short because it's very, very hard to find a lot of Q words. So let's go over the Q words that Mr. Q did find. So let's read it. It says, my letter Q book. My letter Q book. Let's see what the first one is. Oh, what sound does a duck make? This is not a duck. It's the sound that it makes. That's why it has the little lines right there. What sound does the duck make? It goes quack, 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 quack. So quack goes quack, 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 quack. This is a quail, a quarter. Quiet. It is nice and quiet in this house. Quiet. Question. Some of us have a lot of questions. So question, quilt, and queen. His book was not very long, but here is Mr. Q's book. So throughout the week, I'm going to continue going over the letter N and the letter Q. We will sing their songs. We will read the big stories that I had. So I'll go ahead and I'll post those again later, okay, guys? So that way you can see them throughout the week. N and Q. Now remember, whenever you're going to write these letters, you always start at the top, right? You start at the top. And so for the letter N, let's focus on the letter N first. We're going to go down, up, slide down, up the ladder. Ready? Down, up, slide down, up the ladder. That is how we write the capital N, the big N. Now we're going to do the lowercase n. Oh, he does not want to stay sitting down. N. So we start where? In the middle? On the bottom? At the top. And then we go down, up, curve around. Down, up, curve around. And now next was the letter Q. Q. So Q is very, very easy to write, okay? So when we do the letter Q, we make a circle. Circle. And do we start the circle in the middle? On the bottom? On the left or on the right? No, we start at the top. We go all the way around and we stop, and then we make a little line and slide, right? So we go all the way around with a line. All the way around with a line. Q. Now this is the lowercase q. So this one is pretty easy too. You do a little circle. And you go down and you hook up. Circle, down and hook up. Letter Q. All right, guys, I will see y'all later. We are going to be doing an activity with Play-Doh, with the Play-Doh that we made last week. If you still have it, great. If it is a little watery, go ahead and add some flour to it, so that way we can go ahead and start doing an activity with our Play-Doh. And all you're going to need is just some paper. So I will see y'all in a bit, okay? Bye, guys.